Good evening, everybody. Once again, this is Jeff, A1T LLC, just coming at you. Hadn't checked in a while, so I just wanted to check in. Yesterday, I had some issues with my truck. Issues is with this Volvo. This one here, 17 Volvo. I had an issue when I pushed my brake. When I pushed my parking brake in, I would hear air leaking. I thought it was the actual. I don't know really what it was, but I thought it was the trailer. But every time I would push my tractor brake in, it would be dumping air. Now my hands still stayed up. They still kept air in them. But I was wondering, what is that air? I heard the air and it was leaking loud. Now, and I determined that it was the valve. Now, just so you guys will know, it was this valve back here. I was going to do a video. This is the valve here. I was going to do a video showing me changing it, but I caught so much hell changing it with these lines here. So, trying to get these lines off. So I just went on, did it, and come back and give you guys some pointers. It was leaking air from the bottom of this valve here, spewing out. So what I had to do, I went and bought this valve. It's a Bendix valve. It has these nuts right here. So what you have to do really when you're first doing it is, I'm gonna tell you this though, because a lot of times you'll think it's this valve and it may not be that valve. It'll be like one of those brake chambers. And the way you check your brake chambers, each one of these lines, like this goes to the rear brake chamber back there. This one goes to this one, and same thing on this side. Sometimes it is the brake chamber, and the way you test that brake chamber, because if one messing up, it will shoot air out of this valve at the bottom and you won't be able to stop it. But what you can do is cut some of these zip ties are loose, so you have a little room to maneuver, and you'll go through each one and you'll crimp it, you'll bend it, put a crimp in it. If the air continues, you'll know it's not that one. But if you bend one and the air stops, whatever line that's going to, for example, if it's coming up out of here and it won't stop, and you bend this line here, if you crimp it and the air stops coming out of here, you'll know that you'll have a bad brake chamber. So your diaphragm in that brake chamber is bad, so you'll have to change that. But I went through all that, still was leaking like crazy, so I know it was this valve. Had to take these lines loose on here, and on these lines here where I caught hell at is when you're twisting it, it turns. So when I bought this truck, they had painted all of this, so that black paint was on these fittings and it froze up these lines. So I had to get a pair of vice grips, hold this line, and then turn it here and got it loose. Man, it took me a minute to do it. Had to call someone, and they walked me through, told me what the issue was. So once I changed that, it stopped. So, and one of the things that when you riding, when it started going bad, I should have known that, because when you have some speed up and when you barely touch your brake and you'll hear sound like a little horn, some bump, you hear the bump sound on the inside of your truck and it'll stop. That's an indication that it's going bad. And when I got up and started it yesterday, the whole truck, air just kept coming out of it and it wouldn't stop. So I changed it, got everything done, and it's working perfect now. So I just wanted to give some of you guys some give you a little insight. Another thing is I tried to take that valve, and because it looks the same, but I tried to take one off of one of my Freightliners and do it. You can see that Freightliner, that white Freightliner in the back. It has the same valve on it. I took that valve off, come to find work, so I had to go to Volvo and get one. Luckily, it was only $160, so it really wasn't bad. So I went on, bought it, come back, put it on, and it's working like a champ. Just a little pointer, so you know, just wanted to let you guys know. And I'm gonna put this video on the Volvo, on my Volvo channel, so you guys can check it out, all the Volvo drivers. So if you have any questions, as always, like, subscribe, send me a message on YouTube, hit me up on my my social media channel, and until next time, talk to you later.